With a decent run to the first turn, a normal stretch, and a moderate-sized field, the best horse should win the Arkansas Derby, unless a filly does. Barber Road gradually worked his way down to a good figure 2 back, but did a lot of work to get there. The Rebel was weak, and Barber Road got a rail trip, so it turned out to be a worse than it looked bounce. 3-year-olds do run a high percentage of tops in the spring, but this one has already come a long way, and it's tough to know how much that has taken out of him. Ben Diesel went forward nicely in the second start, but hasn't got back to that level since, which is a bad sign. We have a lot of respect for Dallas Stewart, but this one is not for us. Chasing Time established a decent level as a 2-year-old, then jumped forward in his first try around 2 turns. He bounced in his last, and it looked worse than it was because he was spotting weight. This is a similar situation to that of Barber Road, except 1, this one has not already done a lot of developing. 2, he's had more time since he ran the top. And 3, he is trained by Asmus. Healthy Spring 3-year-olds run their top at least every other race, and we think this one will fire now. Cyberknife was fast as a 2-year-old, then broke through with a new top last time. This colt has had an erratic pattern, but that last is only 2 points better than his debut. He's had 6 weeks rest, 3-year-olds pair up a lot, and it's Brad Cox. A repeat puts this guy in the mix. Doppelganger has moved forward twice, and his last makes him a borderline contender. This is the first we get to see of the Baffert off horses, and it's tough to know what to do with him. But he will be overbet and needs a new top to contend. Gavad got a lot faster after Hartman got hold of him, but he's still not close to fast enough against these. The Rebel collapsed. Some years ago, there was a filly called 8 Bells. She improved suddenly over the winter at Oaklawn and stayed good. But they ran her so often, we became concerned about her welfare and said so in that year's Derby seminar. Unfortunately, we were right. Well, 8 Bells has basically been reincarnated. Secret Oath also got good suddenly over the winter at Oaklawn, is putting up big figures, and the good news is her races are spaced better, so she could go into Kentucky having made 2 less starts. Other things to note: the dam got much better with age, and fillies get weight against the boys, making those figures even faster. The cautionary note with this one is that her running style could lead to ground loss, especially if she faces a big field. Un Ojo combined a rail trip and a slight new top to win a terrible Rebel. He's already developed a lot and spots weight now. It will not happen again. We the People ran well in his debut and better last time. This pattern could lead to a new top, a pair, or a bounce without surprising us. But coming back on only 3 weeks rest doesn't help. Bottom line in the Arkansas Derby is there's no reason to think Secret Oath won't fire, and she starts out a couple of points the fastest. She's clearly the most likely winner. Cyberknife and We the People were both hurt slightly by the draw, but still have to be used. We will let Doppelganger beat us. But the live long shot and the value in the race is Chasing Time. He drew great, has some tactical speed, and Asmussen tells his riders to save ground. This one could get into the exotics at a big price. We will be doing another seminar next week for the Wood Memorial, Bluegrass, and Santa Anita Derby. Possibly some other races too. Watch this space.